Hi there, it's Lone Wolf, Wolf Territories Grid, and this is another update for our control panel. So I don't know why I'm sitting here. So anyway, just switching over this. This is OpenSim World, so I'm going to log out and start again. Okay, so those of you who are members of Wolf Territories Grid will have access to our control panel, and if you're a landowner, and if you want to become a landowner, you just have to go to shop.wtgrid.net, and that's our land shop. So I'm going to just log in here to my control panel, go to regions. I'm going to show you some of the features of the regions servers that we've got now. I'm just going to find any old region. There we go. Ocean 214, whatever that is. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is take you through the region control panel. This has been updated, so if you are familiar with it, then there's some new things. So I'm going to start off by starting monitoring. And what this will do is after a second, you just have to wait a second for it to start. And then it brings up the amount of memory you're using percentage wise and the frames per second. Another new thing we've got, so starting at the top here, we've got a console. So you can look here, just give it a second to sync with the server. Now, because I've got lots and lots of servers, it takes a second for it to sort of download it and set up the sync there. So that's what this server's doing right now. So if I go back, and I can go back to my region control panel, we've got some other things going on here. I can restart the region. We'll go ahead and do that, and I'll show you what happens when you do that. So we go back to the console, give it a second to start syncing again with the server. And there you can, so you see it's actually already restarted, and it says restarting in 10 seconds because there's a 10-second wait. This is actually a shutdown and restart of the simulator, so effectively you're seeing it load, and there it goes. Just waiting it to download everything. So you can see it just booting now. There we go, and it's up again. Okay, so if I issued a command now, like update map, okay, go to the console, you can see the server actually doing the job any second. So we'll just wait for a second for it to, there it goes, it updates the map for that region. Now, there's some other features here as well. You can download an OR file of the region. You can create an OR file just by hitting the backup button. Again, we hit OK like that. You'll see that actually things are much quicker. The previous RPC server I had, I upgraded and wrote loads of software. So there we go. There's nothing on that region, but that's done on purpose. So there's you can flatten the region. API key is something else, which is to do with, there's another video you can find about this control panel. There's an in-world version, and you need that API key to be able to use it. You can flatten the region to 21 meters, for instance. So if I click OK like that, it'll be flattened out for me. I'm just going to quickly have a look at the this page. We should be able to see it any second. We should see the terrain being flattened. There it goes. That's the terrain being flattened. So in fact, if I just hit on over to whichever one that was, Ocean 214372243, Ocean 21437. This is just a spacer region actually. So we just head over to that because I want to show you what's actually happening on the region while it happens. So here we go, just land here. So as you can see, it's probably going to be flat right now. I'll fly up in the air. Yep, so now it's flattened it. You see that was really quick. So I'm going to go ahead and do some other things with the control panel. So let's look at this random terrain thing. This is not actually a set of terrains. It's actually completely randomly generated. So you never get the same terrain twice. It's computer maths using random seeds and all kinds of things like that. So I can just click through till I find one. Let's try that one. It's got a nice lake in the middle. So I hit replace terrain, hit OK. And in the console, we can see that actually happening any second now. If we go onto the region, you can see it's already loaded that mountain. And actually, you'll see the console pick it up as well any second. There it goes. You can see it's that there it is being loaded. So it's been generated by the server, and then it's loaded that successfully. So I'm just going to go back to the console again, have another look. Cool. Okay, so that's done. That's loaded. So you can actually see the things going on in the terrain. You can see now I've got this nice terrain. You do sometimes get this weirdness where you've got like a bit of leftover terrain. You see if I can fly down to it. It doesn't really exist. This doesn't anymore. And it goes a bit crazy because my viewer hasn't actually caught up with it. So the way to deal with that is to teleport somewhere else. Teleport home. my avatar's gone a bit crazy as well, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to stop avatar animations to sort him out. I'm then going to click the back button on the top here to go back to that region, and it should have sorted out the issue with the train. If not, I can always restart it. So I'm just going to fly up in the air. Yeah, you can see it's now clean. In fact, that's someone else's region next door. I hope they don't mind there being a terrain. I'm just going to quickly change the terrain on it. Let's put some sand. If you like these terrain textures, just shout. They're pretty cool. Cross. Sorry about this. This is nothing to do with the control panel at all. It's just I might as well do this while I'm here. Mountain rock free. We'll use that one instead. And snow. And I like to set the height to 120 meters because that's quite a big mountain. And then we'll just apply that quickly. And there you go, it's applied already. With the extra height as well. So maybe 120 was a bit high. So we'll make it 90. 9,000. And then apply that. So trying to see, yeah, that's better. It's just a bit of snow on the top. And in fact, I think I'm going to use a different rock template. Okay, but what you've seen is I've just taken a complete, not the other one. I've taken a completely empty region with nothing in it and created a pretty nice terrain out of it. That's better. Okay, that's my kind of default terrain setup. Let's go and head over there. Sorry about the noise. I'll turn the sound off. That's a good idea. Just while we're doing this. So we'll fly up here, just have a little look at this terrain, see what it came out like. So obviously you can actually, if you don't like the terrain, and I'll do it right now. So if I don't like, say I look at the terrain, decide I didn't like it, I could just go through, make the server just regenerate new terrains. And if I find one I like, so that's one with a big mountain in the middle, obviously, that's just a squarey one. That's kind of nice, isn't it? So let's replace the terrain. Okay. And again, we'll go to here. I'll reset my animations. This is only happening because I'm... There we go. Right, that's better. This is only happening actually because I am messing around with the terrains, and sometimes it can upset things a little bit. So nothing's happened. That's good because I can show you some stuff on the console. So sometimes you get an error. Just give it a second to refresh. Yeah, so if you get this error, we just need to restart the region. Sometimes it happens, not sure why. So what we'll do is we'll just get off this region. Go back, give it a quick restart. It'll take about 5 seconds. There's nothing on it. Okay, just stand there alone. And go back to the console. I can watch it restart. There it goes. That's it. Quitting. Now sometimes you get this persisting changed objects and it'll sit there for a while. That can happen. That's good. Okay, now it's a 10-second wait. And talk amongst yourselves. There you go. Here it comes. It's pulling. Okay, you can see it loading now. Okay, it's loaded again. Go back to here. And then we'll replace terrain again. And then I'll fly over and have a look at it. So we can go back to the console to check it's worked. There it goes. That's the terrain being loaded. So if I go back to the region. You should see any second now. There's the new terrain loaded. So yeah, there's a lot you can do obviously with it. I've got my AI on. And you can see how you can very quickly start with a blank region and turn it into something really cool. And by using this console option, you can actually see it happening. You can see this one set to globits. So if I wanted to, I could go in and I could go switch to Wolf Territories dollars. And maybe I wanted to use bullet sim instead of U-boat, so we just do update. Okay. And it won't take effect until I restart it, so get out of here. Okay, and we'll give it a restart. You see how easy it is just to do all this stuff. Here we go. Restart said to the server, please allow for 10 to 15 minutes for the region. Okay, but then there's nothing on this. If it was there we go, you see me logging in and out. Here's my 10-second wait. Obviously, you wouldn't normally restart the regions like this, but sometimes if you want to change things and set things up, here it comes. Okay, there it is. It's back up again. You can see it's got the prompt there. So we'll go back to that region. And there it's just loading up. Okay, you can see that it's loaded up. Now look at the top. I've got Wolf Territories dollars instead of globits, which is what it was before. And the engine, the physics engine is now bullet sim instead of U-boat. So you can just change it all through the control panel. Now, if I just go back again, I'm going to show you one last thing because I don't want to be standing there when this happens. And that is this is last resort. So if you find that nothing's working, you're doing a restart, you're looking at the console, you're getting some weird off errors, or you tried to restart it, it didn't restart, okay, you can hit this kill button and only use this if nothing else works. Okay, so I hit kill. Okay, now what you do is we'll watch it now. And yes, it doesn't matter if the region's up or not. So there you go, you can see it's already started booting again. So the kill button actually does a proper restart of the region. It actually completely kills any simulators, and it kills it rather than actually. So yeah, look, bullets. See, it's bullet sim now. So it actually kills the region rather than shutting it down properly. You should never do that. Normally, you need to do proper shutdown and restart. Sometimes when you shut down and restart a region, it will sit there for a while if you've got thousands of prims on it, and be very unhappy. So I'm going to just teleport back to that region. That's bouncing backwards and forwards. So I hope this sort of gives you an idea of the power of that control panel, because you get the same sort of there you go. I'm on top of the mountain now. In fact, I don't think that's the same region. No, that's a different region. Okay. Yeah, I think Firestorm's lost doesn't know where it is. Okay, let's have a look. Ocean 214372, whatever it is. So let's go have a look at that. Ocean 214. Let's go for that one. Do a quick search for it. Talk amongst yourselves. In fact, I could actually just, there it is. Okay, that's my new region there. So I'm just going to quickly teleport over to it. I don't know quite why Firestorm thought that was the last region I'd been to. Okay, here I come. So I'm back on my region again, having done a kill and restart. Killing is the last resort, as I said, because if there's stuff on the region, new stuff that you've rezzed, you will lose it. Okay, I'll just turn this A off. Should I turn this A off? That's the AO is off. Okay, so if there is stuff on the region, you will lose it. Not all the stuff on the region, just things that you have rezzed since the last restart because of the asset cache. So let's have a little run down this mountain. But you get the idea of how you can very quickly, you can rent a region now, and in 10 minutes you can have a nice mountain range running on it. And obviously you can edit this region now and change the terrain or move it around or do whatever you really want to do. But it does create some nice ranges with some nice terrains with some pretty cool regions, some pretty cool mountains. I mean, look at that. That looks pretty nice, doesn't it? And you could imagine if you could put up a house down here and some stuff. And these are real mountains. It's not like one of these mesh things. And of course, on Wolf Territories Grid, you're actually attached to the ocean, so you can sail anywhere you want. All this area here is all sailable. Okay, so you could start here and take a boat and sail all the way up to the top there if you've got a few hours. Just talk a bit about land packs. What can you rent from Wolf Territories Grid? So there's a number of options. The first option, so if you to get to the options, so I'll just go back to there, so leave that out there. So if you go to shop wcgrid.net, okay, shop.wcgrid.net is our shopping page, and it's very, very simple. So you just got to fill in some stuff here. When you put your region name in, it's not the region that you live in, it's the region name on the grid. So put your avatar in. You need to create an avatar on our grid. We can't assign a region to a non-Wolf Territories avatar. State name, currency, you choose there and then you can choose from one of these three options. These first two that's about 25 US dollars. I think that's about, I don't know, 38 US dollars, 40 US dollars, something like that. These two will be generated instantly, so your region will be up within 10 to 15 minutes, provided there's not an issue. If there is an issue, we'll know about it and we'll sort it out for you, and you get a message or an email. This one takes slightly longer to set up because it's 100 regions, so we have to find somewhere to put you. Fill in the details, place the order, and off you go. It's literally as simple as that. And then you get access to not only having land on the grid, but you also get access to the control panel, which you can just access by going to www.wolf-grid.com and just logging in, which takes you to this, which gives you loads and loads of different things that you can do. And there's lots of interesting things like adding to our destination guide, which is quite a cool thing. So you can actually put your own parks, so you can add your own stuff into there by posting to our social network, opensimsocial.com. This is all something that's nothing to do with the control panel, but I just want people to be aware of it. And there's actually a nice video there to teach you how to do it. And then you've got your regions, and if you click on control panel on the top of there, it takes you back to this. And then of course, lastly, log it out, and then you get this nice howling video. I hope that's useful. If you need any help, please join our Discord, the Wolf Territories Grid Discord. There's a support request section in there you can use. Just have a lovely chat. In here, we've got loads of members. We're building a really fantastic community, and so just welcome to Wolf Territories Grid. Just come and join us. You'll be taken when you start to Wolf Mountain, so that's here. And which is, I cleared my cache earlier. That's why it's a little bit slow. So basically, you can just go ahead and come here and go to our sandbox. So you can get a free avatar pack and go to our sandbox. Not a problem. Okay, I think that's it. Cool. Okay, good. Thanks for that. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely day. That's me signing off. Grid.wolfterritories.org or www.wolf-grid.com.